the fear inside myself and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape these games I've been looking for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground. I gotta let it burn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode here in the 2K25 season. We are live in Denver, Colorado for the Fallout to the Fall Brawl pay-per-view that happened last night. So let's see what's in store here in the home of the Nuggets, Avalanche, and Rockies. Alright, Ace Army kicking off this episode. We have Ilja Dragunov in mid-card action. And guys, Ilja Dragunov is not somebody you want to be in the ring with when it comes to one-on-one action. I can guarantee you that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilja Dragunov.
You guys can see that Ilja Dragunov is taking on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, here in this episode. So, before we get down to the ring to start this match, let's see Nakamura now. And there is the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And honestly, Nakamura has been having a great season thus far.
And his opponent from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura is a former hardcore champion this season, and he is currently sitting at a 5-1 record, looking to improve to 6-1 if he can knock off the Mad Dragon here. But like I said, Ilja Dragunov is a tough opponent, so we'll see what happens. Dragunov is sitting at 3-1, so he's trying to improve to 4-1. Both men do not want to get a second loss here in the mid-card division, and especially this season, because they want a shot at the hardcore title. They want to move up in the ranks. They want to take on the champion whenever the time comes. But anyways, Ace Army, let's start the first match of this episode. All right, guys, here we go. The bell has been rung, and Nakamura starting off this match. Oh, never mind. Reversal there from Dragunov, and a roll-up pin from Ilja. Gets a 1 count. Nice stomp there. And a big, huge stomp to the arm. And Dragunov saying he wants to snap something in half on Shinsuke's body. We'll see if he does that in this match. And look at this. Repeated slaps to the face of Shinsuke. Irish whip. Leapfrog. Going underneath. And a nice knee right to the face. Ilja now working on the neck of Nakamura. Trying to wear him down. If you guys missed it, the WCW Fall Brawl pay-per-view was yesterday in the Universe Mode calendar, so make sure to check it out. It will be in the end card of this video if you stick around for the full thing. And if you do not, it is under the WWE 2K25 Universe Mode episode playlist on the channel as well. So however you want to find it, there are your options. Dragunov now going to the top rope, looking to fly a diving senton off the top rope from Ilja. Ilja still signaling that he wants to crush a part of Nakamura's body in half. But look at Shinsuke turning things around and now having Dragunov right where he wants him. This is the stomp there, and now Ilja with a nice lariat there, taking down his opponent. Double axe handle. Ilja to the top rope, telling Nakamura to get up. Ilja off the top, taking down Shinsuke. This match so far has been all Dragunov, for the most part at least. I would say 80-20% right now has been all Ilja. But as soon as I say that, Shinsuke with a great counter, trying to turn things around, Irish whipping him. And now look at this, an arm drag. And Nakamura might be looking for a Kinshasa earlier on in this match. Nope. Kick to the midsection. The crowd is going berserk here in Denver, but Nakamura gets his move countered. Dragunov with an Irish whip. And now a nice suplex to perfection. Nakamura gets back up to his feet, and look at this. Oh, what a counter. Ilja was going through the ropes looking for a maneuver there, and instead, Nakamura counters, and look at this move. Shinsuke flattening down Dragunov. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Ilja now moving, or Shinsuke moving Ilja somewhere, but a strong Irish whip, hammer throw, Irish whipping Dragunov outside the ring. And the count begins. And what is this? Oh, armbar or something here from Nakamura. Look at this. Locked in, applied tightly. But Ilja with a great counter. Oh! Nice maneuver there. Senton. Stomp to the arm. Another stomp to the arm. Count of 3 now. Irish whipping him to the other side of the floor is Dragunov. Count of 5 now. Irish whip. Back in the ring we go at a count of 6. Dragunov thinking what he has to do now, but instead Shinsuke with a great counter. Irish whip into the referee. Will that be the distraction? No, it's not, because Shinsuke is in trouble. Look at Ilja with a knife edge chop, knocking down Nakamura. And that's the finishing maneuver of Dragunov. The cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Nakamura. Chop to the chest. Picking him up now. Dropping him on the top turnbuckle. Now look at this. Foot right into the throat and the neck area. Irish whip. Into the corner we go. Ilja now putting... Oh, God. He's putting Nakamura up high. He's looking for something big here. Dragunov, oh no, it gets countered. Shinsuke fighting off his opponent here, pushing him down. Dragunov using the ropes to get back up. But Nakamura is going to capitalize on that. Going underneath now. Leaf rock. Oh my God. Kinshasa to the face, busting open his opponent. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Dragunov. And, oh God. No way Nakamura's looking for another one. I was about to say 2 back-to-back would be insane. Oh God, what a kick to the back of the head. They call him the King of Strong Style for a reason, guys. And this is why. Oh, right to the neck. The cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from the Mad Dragon. Nakamura now, look at this. Nice maneuver there. We saw that in the early goings of this match. And right now, this match has completely turned around. It was Dragunov for the first half. And now it has been all Nakamura. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura is your winner.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, Shinsuke Nakamura improves his record this season, but let's go backstage and hear from one of our superstars here on the Orange Brand. Last night, I went toe-to-toe with the WCW champion, Cody Rhodes. And yeah, I came up short, but don't get it twisted. That doesn't make me any less of a threat here on Nitro. So here's the deal. Anyone in this locker room who thinks they can step up and test me, now's your chance, because I'm calling you out in the main event. I don't care about your win-loss record or anything. I'm coming for whoever wants it. And when I'm done, they'll know why I'm a top threat here on WCW Nitro. So whoever's bold enough, step up to the plate and face me in the main event. All right, guys, up next, we have Jordynne Grace in singles action.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Austin, Texas, Jordynne Grace.
The Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace, trying to bounce back after she lost to the Storm Jade Cargill last night in the Universe Mode calendar. So we'll see what happens here when she takes on Tatum Paxley of the Judgment Day. And guys, do not count out Tatum Paxley. She's tougher than you think. But let's see her now. And there is Paxley.
And her opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley.
Although Tatum Paxley's record does not show her being dominant this season, she has definitely improved tremendously since making her first ever appearance and her debut at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view in the 2K24 season, where she was announced as a new member of the Judgment Day. But who is going to get the win here on this edition of Nitro? Will it be Paxley or will it be Grace? All right, here we go. The bell has been rung, and Paxley with a big shot to start off this match to Jordynne Grace. Jordynne with the counter now, taking this in her direction. Has her arm applied tightly. Look at this now, inflicting more pain on Paxley. And usually Tatum Paxley has some members of the Judgment Day in her corner. But it looks like she decided to go solo here. No Finn Balor, no Dirty Dom, and no JD McDonough. Just one-on-one action with the Juggernaut. Both women locked up right now. Who's going to get the best of this? And it looks like Tatum Paxley powering Jordynne into the corner. Impressive there. And nice shot there from Paxley. Pax running. And a nice little maneuver there. And I have never seen that. But that is the unique offense of Paxley. Kick to the back to a Jordynne Grace. Or to a grounded Jordynne Grace, excuse me. Paxley telling Grace to bring it on even more. Now look at this. Trying to pull a fast one. The cover. Count of 0 there. And now both women locked up once again here in Denver, Colorado. Side headlock from Paxley. Oh, nice counter there from Jordynne Grace. And a leapfrog, and Jordynne Grace with a shoulder tackle. And now looking for a power bomb. Power bomb connecting. And Jordynne Grace, after making her debut this season, is still looking for a shot at the WCW Women's title. We know she is capable of being champion. She just has to win these big matches and has to just prove herself even more. Losing to Jade Cargill, the former WCW Women's Champion at Fall Brawl, was not what she needed. But if she gets a win over Paxley here and some wins going into the pay-per-view, whatever that ends up being, we might have a look at the next #1 contender. And look at Jordynne Grace powering Paxley up and down here in the home of the Avalanche. Grace, Irish whip. Mistiming her maneuver there, but it's okay. And, oh my God, world's strongest slam. Oh, what in the world? Some miscommunication there, I guess. But Paxley looking for some springboard action, and she connects with the drop kick. Incredible. Jordynne going to the outside, coming back in now. Irish whip. And Paxley looking for the drop kick, but it gets countered from Grace, and Grace with a huge knee right to the face. And now, oh my God, Grace clobbering the spine of the only female in the Judgment Day faction. Oh, great counter there from Paxley, though. And look at the strength. Oh my God, impressive. Powering the Juggernaut like it's nothing. Paxley looking for another springboard drop kick, and it connects. Paxley now, kick to the spine. Who knows if Tatum Paxley will ever get a shot at the WCW Women's title. There is a chance. You never know what will happen in JV's Universe mode. That is one thing for sure. So we'll see what happens here in the remainder of the season. But this is what the Judgment Day has taught Paxley. Do anything you can to try to win, even if it's cheating by using the ropes to your advantage. Paxley now telling Grace to get up. And look at this drop kick off the middle rope. All right, both women on the outside now. Jordynne, Grace in front of our announcer's desk. But Paxley playing mind games or something here with Jordynne. But Jordynne's not taking that lightly, slamming her right into the apron. That is the hardest part of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. What in the world is going on? Tatum Paxley. Oh my God. Jordynne Grace was stunned for a minute, just like I was. I didn't even know what to say. But a sleeper hold here on the outside. It's not going to count because you got to be in that ring to get a submission victory. But a count of 6 now. And Grace taunting, getting the crowd here on their feet. Grace, nice little maneuver there into a cover. 1, 2, ooh, that's a 1.9. 1.99 count there, basically. Counter from Paxley. And now look at this. Oh no, it's a counter from Grace. Grace looking for something here. Taking Paxley into the corner, face first off the turnbuckle pad. Turning her around. And now a big knee to the back. And now taking her down. And Paxley's leg looked like it grabbed that top rope. Oh, Tatum with a counter. Sweeping the leg from underneath. And now picking her up. And an enziguri. Paxley back to the second rope. Telling Grace to get up. Nice kick there. And a leap with the drop kick. Paxley has been picture perfect with those kicks as of now, whether that's off the middle rope or the springboard. Tatum, look at this. Oh, God. Will the upset of the episode happen? 2. Kick out at 2. I really thought we could see an upset there. But you guys can hear the crowd chanting women's wrestling here in Denver. They are loving this matchup. Oh, nice senton there. A step over senton. I don't even know what to call that. Yeah, I guess that's what you would say. Step over. Step senton. Irish whip. Count of 3. And now Paxley with the diving senton off the top rope to the floor. And this match has turned into all Paxley. If Paxley can win this match, it'll be huge for the momentum of her career. I'll tell you that much. And especially for the Judgment Day. Because if you guys missed it, at Fall Brawl, Dirty Dom and JD McDonough did become tag team champions by defeating, oh, speak of the devil, Paxley wins.
Here is your winner, Tatum Paxley.
What a win for Tatum Paxley by upsetting the Juggernaut Jordynne Grace. Wow, I still have no words. But let's get down to our next segment here on this episode of Nitro. Last night at Fall Brawl, Stephanie Vaquer stepped into this ring thinking she could hang with the Queen. Yeah, right. But we all saw how that went down. She never stood a chance. I look at this WCW women's roster, and there is not a single woman ready to compete with me. This championship isn't going anywhere. It's mine, and it's not up for grabs. So whoever thinks they can step up, think again. I just don't win matches. I dominate those matches. I roll this division for a reason, and this title will be around my waist for weeks, months, and possibly years to come down the line. All right, guys, up next, we have the Bruiserweight making his way down to the ring.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, a Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Talk about underrated. You're looking at the man that defines that. Pete Dunne was a former mid-card champion back in WWE 2K25 universe mode when I begun this series, but now he goes toe-to-toe with the chairman Shawn Spears. So let's see who will get the win. But also, we have to see the chairman make his entrance. And here comes Shawn Spears, ladies and gentlemen. I would say he's underrated as well this season, but he just can't find a rhythm. But maybe this is what he needs.
And his opponent from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears.
All right, guys, you can see the graphic. Spears, Dunne, coming your way next here in Denver, Colorado. All right, guys, the bell has been rung, and look at Spears already looking for a submission on Dunne, and he has the sharpshooter applied tightly. But Pete Dunne getting out of it quite easily. I don't blame him because it is like the first 30 seconds of this match. But both men locked up. Who's going to get the best of this? And it looks like it's going to be the chairman. Nice little lariat there, knocking down Dunne. Second rope. Oh, nice little move to the face. And now a cover. 1, 2, near fall. Wow, that's shocking. Off that little move. Pete Dunne, you got to lock in, my friend. Oh, nice little maneuver there as well. I don't know why Shawn Spears hasn't really found his mojo, or yeah, I guess that's the best way to say it, because he's a good superstar. He brings a lot to this mid-card division here on the WCW brand. I just don't know what it is with him. But he's going back to the middle rope. Double axe handle there to the spine of Dunne. Now he goes for a cover once again. This time only gets a 1 count though. Now a stomp to the face from Spears. It's not likely that we see 2 mid-card matches here happen in the same episode of Nitro. But here we are, because earlier on we saw Ilja Dragunov take on Shinsuke Nakamura, where Nakamura got the win. Now we see these 2 men going at it. All of these men fighting for a shot at the hardcore title eventually, which we know we have a new hardcore champion in town, and his name is Penta. So beware of the man that has Zero Miedo, aka translated to Zero Fear. And I could honestly see Pete Dunne as your next hardcore champion. Who knows? if he will get a shot at the title, he has to win this match and prove himself if he can. But look at this, Dunne. I think this is the bitter end. I could be wrong, but that is a big move from Dunne with the cover to Spears and a kick out at 2. Good stomp there. The crowd in Denver putting on a crowd, or I don't even know how I want to say this, but putting on a display of emotion for all the matches that we have seen this far. Spears now lifting up Dunne, trying to end him. Oh my God! Dropping him right on the kneecap. And now Dunne is busted open and a kick out at 2 once again from the bruiserweight. And the chairman looking to set up something here. Hoisting up Dunne once again. Dunne with the counter. Pete Dunne, suplex. 1. Kick out at 1 from Shawn Spears. Dunne with the submission now. This is not looking good for Spears. Wait, maybe it is, because he is fighting out of it. Oh, look at this super kick. I thought Dunne countered, but what a super kick that was from Mr. Spears. Shot to the face from Spears into a nice little move. Pete Dunne rolling out of the way with a monkey flip, changing the direction of this match. And now look, I think this is the bitter end. That's the bitter end. Pete Dunne plants it, still not done, inflicting more pain, bringing the arms back. And now the bloody Dunne saying it's clobbering time. Shout out to the WWE champion on SmackDown Live, CM Punk. And clobbers the back of the head of Shawn Spears. And look at this. Oh my God, plants him down once again. And I think that's the end of Spears. And I was right. Dunne is your winner.
Here is your winner, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Good win by Pete Dunne to defeat the chairman, Shawn Spears. Well, let's go down to our final segment of this episode before the main event of Nitro. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an important announcement. Former WCW champion Seth frickin' Rollins has suffered an injury recently and is expected to be out of action for approximately 1 month or more. We and all of us on WCW Nitro wish him a speedy recovery, and we'll keep you updated on his status for weeks to come. In the meantime, WCW Nitro will continue delivering the action you expect, so get ready, because the competition and the best show here doesn't stop. So thank you for your time, and once again, we hope Seth Rollins gets healthy soon. All right, guys, it is main event time, and here comes Damian Priest.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Unfortunately for Damian Priest, he did lose his WCW title match last night in the Universe Mode month calendar. But earlier on in the episode, he called out anybody in that locker room to challenge him here in this main event spot of the episode. So we'll see who is bold enough to take on Damian Priest. I'm not going to lie, ever since Damian Priest has jumped over to WCW Nitro after walking out of the Blue Brand SmackDown Live, he has been a different breed. So let's see who answered Damian Priest's challenge. Oh snap, he's back. Randy Orton is back in Universe Mode and back on Nitro.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
It has been a minute since we last saw Randy Orton in action here on Monday Nitro and on Monday nights. But will Randy Orton defeat Damian Priest, or will Priest upset the Viper? Let's go down to the ring and start this main event match. All right, here we go, and Randy Orton in his return match, starting it off with the drop kick and now slamming the back of the neck of Priest into the canvas. And now both men locked up with one another. And what a main event match this is. And now Orton powering down Damian Priest. And Randy Orton, in any match he's in, takes no prisoners, especially being a bad guy. Both men forced to break, but Randy Orton's still going to fire. And now kick right to the foot of Damian. Locked up once again for the third time here in Denver. And I guarantee you these Colorado Avalanche fans noticed that. Oh, and a cheap shot from Orton. Uppercut. And a nice little sit-out maneuver there. And Orton now going to the top rope. Damian, you better move or counter. And a nice splash there. And here comes the cover from Orton. 2. Kick out at 2 from Damian. Randy now, baiting Damian. A nice shot to the back of the head, and here's one to the spine. Double axe handle. And this match has been all Randy Orton. And it makes sense. Randy was sidelined for a couple months due to injury. And now he is back looking for blood and fiending for a win. Orton staring down Damian Priest. Count of 5. Now look at Damian with an incredible lariat there. Turning Orton inside out with a cover now. Kick out at 0 from Orton. But Orton now with the submission hold to Damian Priest. Damian gets out of it though. Damian now. Oh, nice little move there. Now working on the arm of the Viper. Zed Viper, the Apex Predator, the man of many names. Damian getting him up now, looking for the Razor's Edge. Hoisting him up, Orton in trouble. Orton's going down, Razor's Edge from Priest into a pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from Orton. Middle rope, cross body. Nice little elbow there from Damian Priest. Counter from Randy. And now Orton. This is vintage Orton, guys. He does this all the time in his matches. Randy now leaning Damian on the ropes. And speaking of vintage Orton, this is literally vintage Orton busting open Damian. The cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from Priest. And oh boy, Randy looking for the most dangerous letters in all of wrestling. And an RKO connects. Is at the end of this main event. 2, kick out at 2 from Damian. Randy, look at this. Oh, what a shot. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton with the win here in his return. What a win for the Viper. It was a quick main event, but it was a good one. And now both men staring each other down. And now Damian extends the hand. And look at that. Randy Orton shaking the hand of Damian Priest. Wow, I'm shocked. But that's it for this episode, guys.